soldiers have been warned against leaving the forces and to focus on what more they can give. It was the message of the 19th annual British Forces Germany Careers Convention at Herford, which aims to fill what vacancies there are in the services from the ranks of those who are already in uniform. Jeff Mead reports.
Soldiers gather for what could be the perfect two birds with one stone answer to manning imbalance. These men and women have already been expensively trained and represent years of experience. Yet uncertainty about future job prospects means many consider leaving the service. So this day-long convention aims to get them thinking instead about staying and transferring to branches where there are already vacancies.
Whilst the army is shrinking and we do have a redundancy programme, we're still recruiting. We still have an opportunity for soldiers to transfer, and what we've got to do is offer them that chance. There are arms or corps who are not recruiting at the moment due to numbers, but there are some who are, and there are definitely those who, what we would term a pinch point trade, infantry, intelligence corps, who are recruiting and who need numbers to bring them up to their strength. And one word of warning: just be very careful in this current climate over transferring. Please don't look to transfer because you may be jumping from one ship into redundancy field for another armoured corps.
Presentations caution the 220 attending against unreal expectations or imagining civilian life will be any easier.
If they do decide to sign off, chances of being allowed to withdraw that notice are slim, if any. Yeah? But the bottom line is the grass is not green on the other side. I've served a long, long time in the army, and I've been a civil servant now for 17 years looking after individuals, and I can honestly turn around and say that you should look at the future. Don't think about now, think of the future.
After years of operational deployment, many here are looking for a more settled life.
I'm looking for a bit more stability back in the UK for my family and the kids. It's uncertain at the moment. It seems we're waiting for a lot of decisions to be made. If they've already been made, we don't know about them, but it seems uncertain, we're waiting for them.
I've been a petroleum operator for like 8 years now, and my trade is not taking me anywhere. So at the moment I'm sort of stuck in a rut. I'm getting bored of doing what I'm thinking of maybe retrading and getting a sort of new life for the army.
A dozen stands from understaffed branches were doing brisk business.
Fairly fit? Yeah, I would say fairly fit.
Busiest was the parachute regiment, whose high dropout rate needs a huge supply of potential recruits.
We're continuously recruiting to get, for example, let's say we were looking for 1,600 men. We have to influence 10,000 people. That's what we're looking at. Of that 10,000, a year later we're going to get 1,600. Of that 1,600, we might get 200 that actually go into training. Of that 200, we might get 80 that actually finish training.
Everyone in uniform has a right to apply for transfer, but of the 2,000 who do each year, less than 500 succeed. The organisers have described today's turnout as disappointing. They mean there are so many soldiers who are apparently frustrated with their current work. The point of this event is to give them a reality check, to make them realise that in a shrinking military, when it comes to changing jobs, it's very much a buyer's market. Jeff Mead, Forces News, Herford.